This game sucks. Review over.
Very blunt. Yeah.
Look, I wish I could get away with that. I really do. But oh my god, this fucking game. And I don't know how this even happened. Because the first one had a solid foundation. So, what happened here?
And the really stupid thing is, just jumping ahead a little bit, I don't think that this game at its core is as bad as everybody makes it out to be. There's just like 2 or 3 really horrible design choices that just kills this game in a lot of ways.
But we'll get there in a moment. So,
Yeah.
in terms of the plot, it's sort of a weird hybrid of original story and the movie.
More so original plot with movie stuff jammed in it.
Yeah, because like Electro and Green Goblin are just kind of shoehorned in there.
Yeah.
And they like throw in Uncle Ben's killer that he's hunting down for a little while. And then Kraven's there, who killed all the crossbreeds in between games.
Mm-hmm.
But you see Scorpion, Rhino, and who the fuck was the other one? Vermin.
Yeah, Vermin. I don't blame you for forgetting him because he's not even that big of a Spider-Man villain anyway.
But then, like, the weirdest part about this whole storyline is that the main antagonist is Cletus Cassidy.
Yeah.
What? Why?
And yes, he does become Carnage. I don't know how he becomes Carnage.
There's no Venom, so where did Carnage come from?
Did they ever? I don't remember, but did they ever explain in story what the heck he's wearing that makes him look like Carnage?
Oscorp goo.
Yeah.
And Gwen's not here at all. Gwen's just not here.
Yeah, they just completely cut her out of the game so they could skip the whole. You know what?
Yeah. If you've seen the movie or read the comics, you know what we're talking.
Yeah.
But it just seems like they were trying to make a sequel to the first game, but they were forced to throw in random plot elements from the movie.
Mm-hmm.
So the story feels very unfocused.
Yeah.
And it's almost hard to follow.
Oh yeah, like it jerks from plot line to plot line just at the turn of a hat.
Oh, Kingpin's here.
Yeah, Kingpin is a major character. Kraven is a major character. Carnage is a major character. And then there's the shoehorned in stuff with Goblin and Electro. And honestly, none of those storylines really go with each other.
It feels like the Spider-Man 3 game all over.
Yeah, it does.
And like Electro, he just kind of dies. Like you just beat him up and he just explodes.
It was a cool boss fight though. You swinging around a powerless Times Square.
I mean, it was kind of cool, but the defeat was just
yeah.
And then the Green Goblin just shows up, no build up. He's just there.
I know it's played down so hard.
They put more build up into Carnage than the actual villains in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And even Carnage is just, why are you here?
He is overly philosophical in this game. It's weird.
And so every other movie licensed game at this point, the final boss was always the main villain of the movie.
Yeah.
Green Goblin, Doc Ock, Venom, Lizard. Why is it Carnage? The final boss is Carnage. I don't get it.
Yeah, there were some weird design choices with this game's story.
I wonder if this was supposed to be a different game altogether. They were kind of forced to make it a movie license.
It's entirely possible. I mean, we don't know what what was going
But-
on behind the scenes at Beanox when this game was being made, because this is the last game Beanox made.
Yeah, thank God. But the story is nothing remarkable, nothing to write home about. The graphics also really aren't anything to write home about. This is the first Spider-Man game on the PS4, Xbox One generation.
I think it looks okay, like for it
Yeah.
being kind of like an early gen kind of cross gen game. It looks fine.
I've seen worse.
Yeah.
But then the year after this, Arkham Knight came out, so
Yeah.
so
So much better.
that game still looks good to this day.
It does. It really does.
But and the soundtrack, I can't remember any of it,
No.
and the voice acting's not great. It's the same guy who does it from the
same
first,
voice cast from the first game. Yeah.
but that's now let's talk about the elephant in the room here: the gameplay. It's almost like he's upset about this too. It's almost like they fixed none of the issues from the first one that people had.
The one issue that they kind of fixed, and it really wasn't a fix, they just kind of hid it, was you do need to kind of be within a reasonable range of buildings to swing. You're still swinging on the air, but you need to be low enough or to have something above you to attach onto to kind of mimic it.
Which, okay, fine. But the combat, I swear, feels worse in this game.
It does.
I swear to it.
Because for some reason they took like combat options away. Like he doesn't have the same kind of like, because we didn't bring this up in the last one, but he did have a gadget wheel a la Batman in the first game. He kind of doesn't have that in this one.
No, he doesn't. And it's why? Why would you take that out?
Yeah, I know. Just take away options.
It feels. It doesn't feel as. Now, granted, the first game didn't feel as. It didn't have the same kind of flow that the Arkham games did.
No, it didn't.
And I swear this feels even stiffer.
It does.
I don't know what happened in development for this game, but Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
It feels like this took like 5 steps backwards and 1 step forward. And the hero and menace mechanic, Jesus.
Okay,
Christ.
yeah. So during the story, Kingpin is kind of, his mercenary crew is kind of brought in to kind of help keep Spider-Man in check. And as you go through the game, they either leave you alone or attack you depending on how many, like depending on, it's mostly like a story-driven thing where at some parts where they start antagonizing Spider-Man more, they'll start putting up traps in the city. But once you get into post-game free roam, it's dependent on crimes you do. If you go like 5 minutes without dealing with a crime, you just get ambushed by everything under the sun. Almost like 5-star GTA level crap.
And it's like sometimes you just want to swing around and go find a comic book or something.
You can't
you don't
want
to deal with.
Yeah,
No,
you can't do that in this game.
There are every other Spider-Man game. If you want to ignore a crime, you're a dickhead, but you can.
Yeah.
Here, nope.
Your free roam is consisting of doing a crime, finding the next one, and then bolting it over there before you get jumped by the military.
It's so incredibly frustrating.
Yeah. And even during some middle segments of the story, it's like that too, where you're trying to do story stuff, but you didn't stop enough crime, so now you're getting jumped. It's something that they should have turned off once you beat the game.
Or, just not have it in general.
I mean, I thought it was good during the story because it kind of added this air of you can't really screw up because there's someone with an itchy trigger finger ready to, stick it to you. But once the post game comes around, that's something that should just be taken out.
Yeah,
I
I can see
don't
that.
get why they left it in.
Dude, if I knew, I'd tell you. I don't understand a lot of the choices they made with this
And you're
game.
probably thinking that doesn't sound all that bad. No, it ruins the game. It
It
single handedly ruins the game.
it makes the game go from passable to fucking obnoxious.
Yeah, like because to be perfectly honest with you, if you took that out, I don't think. I mean, I would still think the first Amazing game is better, but this game would be fine.
So it would be like an average 6 out of 10 type of
Yeah.
game. But when they put up those barriers while you're swinging,
Mm-hmm.
oh my god, it ruins your flow.
Yeah, no, you get hit by them, you fall to the ground, and then all of a sudden you're surrounded by trucks. Like, thanks.
I'm just trying to get to the next checkpoint or the next objective. Please leave me alone. Oh my
It's like
god.
just think about the third act of Spider-Man PS4 where you got the Sable people everywhere, but every single Sable agent in the game is actively surrounding you at all times.
Yeah,
Sounds
exactly.
fun, doesn't it?
It's literally the best thing. Like,
Yeah.
holy crap.
Yeah, PS4 did handle that whole uh militant force against you in the city thing a whole lot better.
It's not even a contest.
Yeah. Now, one
And
thing this game does do better than the first game is how it handles costumes. This game has
yes.
a ton of costumes, and they actually have stat modifiers and perks.
So you have these Russian bases, I think you can.
Yes.
And once you complete those, you get a new costume.
Mm-hmm.
And those are actually probably the best part of the game, if I'm
Yes.
perfectly honest with you. I can't remember all of them off the top of my head because I never bothered.
They brought some back from like older games like Noir, Shattered, 2099, the Iron Spider suit, Kane's costume. I think this was the first time Kane's costume was put into
The Spider clone Kane?
Yes, his
Really?
Scarlet Spider outfit, the black with the all red at the bottom.
Huh.
Yeah, the Kane Scarlet Spider outfit. I think this is the first game his costume was ever in.
That's actually pretty cool.
And this was also the first game to ever have the Superior Spider-Man costume too.
Was that the first game to have Miles' costume in it?
Yes, no. No, he had an alternate costume in Edge of Time.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that was the first time he had ever had his costume show up in game, but Miles' suit is in this game. And
I think the first movie suit is in here too. Like from the first Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah, it is. The first Amazing Spider-Man movie suit is in here. Spider Carnage is a costume, which is a fun little homage to the story. And then his 4 alternate identities from like the 90s were in here too. I don't remember their names because I just don't care for the costumes, but they all have perks. Like the black suit had what was it, double damage, but you take twice as much damage from fire. And
I don't remember, dude.
the Noir suit had an expanded reach for stealth takedowns.
That makes sense.
And stuff like that. And they genuinely did help. Like the Iron Spider suit like gave you double defense and stuff like that. So
oh, that's awesome.
The costumes, and you could level the costumes up to increase their stat multipliers and stuff. So there was a little bit of an RPG element to it, and I thought that part was genuinely kind of sick.
But this game isn't all garbage. There are good things, but those little annoyances we were talking about add up and add up and just make this almost a chore. Because I bought this game because I genuinely thought and I needed something to hold me over till Arkham Knight came. So I was like, all right, sure, this should. And I beat the story. I never had an urge to turn it back. Actually, I don't even think I own it.
I still own it. I have my 360 copy still.
Oh, you had it on 360?
Yeah, I didn't have a PS4 at the time. I got my PS4 Arkham Knight launch night.
Oh, that's right. You have the Batman PS4.
Yeah,
don't you?
I have the silver PS4 with Batman's silhouette on it.
Yeah, I remember that actually. I was actually jealous of you. But um so a lot of people say this is the worst Spider-Man game of the modern era. I don't know that
Spider-Man 3 is worse.
so I agree with you on the Wii version.
No, the Wii version is terrible. I think the HD version is just as bad. Like, I know the PS2 and Wii version is like hilarious with how bad it is, but I think the HD version has just as many stupid problems with it.
Okay, we could all agree the PC version of Spider-Man 2.
The PC version of Spider-Man 2 is a meme. It's a legitimate meme. If you know, you know. That's all I'm gonna say about it.
Yeah, this is definitely toward the bottom. I like the first one a lot better.
I haven't played Edge of Time, but it just looks so boring that I would probably like playing this more.
Do you know why I like Edge of Time more? I find the story to be a lot more.
Okay, fair enough.
And on top of that, it doesn't have janky combat and awkward swinging mechanics and fucking hero and menace systems.
Yeah, but if we like exclude like alternate versions and just talk about specifically like the HD versions of these games, I would probably put Spider-Man 3 bottom, and then this would be the next one.
I could flip flop between the two of them. Like,
I mean, the reason why I'm putting Amazing 2 above it is because genuinely, I think gameplay wise, it is better than Spider-Man 3.
Spider-Man 3 does have a lot of.
Yeah.
Ugh.
This game, when you don't have to worry about any of the stupid police corps crap or whatever, it's not bad. Spider-Man 3 just fundamentally sucks.
Yeah, it's not great.
No.
But we can only go up from here.
I mean, literally.
Yeah. Like, the next time we meet, we will be talking about the greatest Spider-Man game to date.
Yeah,
I think.
date. That could change in a couple of months.
I genuinely hope so.
Yeah.
But next time we will be discussing Spider-Man by Insomniac. So, yeah, that'll be us the entire video next time. So, until then, thanks guys. Take it easy.